One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
Complete secondary too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Now the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Reese. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. So Georgia's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Third down play from the gun. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Georgia. To punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Mosley.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Off the play fake. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard of bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The run from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Steamrolls his way ahead. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Mississippi State right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
That's caught. It's Thompson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 4 wideout set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Chapin. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
Number 48, on to kick it away.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He wants to change this route. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Georgia sends out the punt team. They boot it away on 4th down. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Looking to throw, it's Chapin. Right on the money on the slant. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He'll do it himself. Nice move there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's dealt. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They're going back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Stockton. They're working that left side. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Try to get it to the edge. There he goes. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is...
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Finds his man down the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed over the middle. It's dealt. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. These corners going to give them some space. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Glover. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. He might want another play. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field. But how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This time he's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, just try to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to... They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was... and nasty and said, no, sirree. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense changing the play. They give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. He's got it on the run. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Dogs! Great job by the... The option. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Looking for a man. It's Chapin. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. The pitch. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Georgia 21, Mississippi State 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to pass. It's Chapin. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Mississippi State right back to the line. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached. They listen. They play so hard. They don't give you.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle, H. Thompson. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the pitch. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. It's caught. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Got it in the middle. It's Grease. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Makes the catch. It's Mosley. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He fires to the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. With the clock running, this should be the final play. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Going for the big play. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team